Know, like, and trust. Every marketer on the planet wants it. Most people suck at it, especially on video, but not this guy. This guy is the dude, and today he's gonna drop knowledge bombs that you can employ in your videos today. Watch it all the way to the end. We are in downtown San Diego. Behind me is Billy Jean, is marketing. I've heard a lot about what he's doing, and let's go take a look. I am very excited to be joined by Billy Jean. Billy, can you tell everybody what you do?
I teach entrepreneurs how to advertise to get more customers. The end.
Tell us a little bit more about your story and what you're doing these days.
Yeah, well, my background is agency work, right? Working with some of the largest franchises in the world for lead generation. So my background has always been your advertisement has to make money, and it has to make money now. And so because of that, it made me like obsessive with analytics, statistics, and like what's happening and how much do we spend, how much do we make, how can we get a faster return, and then doing that for the last 10 years almost. Now it's been a sole focus of we educate and help, and that's what we do now.
And somewhere along the line, you decided, okay, I've done this for other people. Now I'm going to do this for myself.
Yes.
Black Ops is our sales team. That's the code name,
that.
and then that's the University of San
Special
Diego.
Forces, huh?
Yep. It actually it started because when Black Ops first got their name, I had only black people that were selling, so we called it Black Ops. That's how it goes. And then you guys mix it up too much.
Talk about some of the kinds of videos that you're producing for yourself, because I think people would find it absolutely fascinating.
I'm weird. So I like to play a lot of characters. Like I've been James Bond, a pirate, the wolf of paid advertising. I mean, the list goes on about the characters we play. But I love to just tell stories, dress up, go to sets, environments.
They're theatrical almost.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about what the strategy is behind that.
When people are online, we're so quick to judge. Like, we'll judge each other just meeting a stranger off the street, but on the internet, we're the biggest skeptics, me included, just as human behavior. We're skeptics, we don't believe anything that anybody says. So for me, it's, hey Billy, some stranger's going to watch this and they have to decide, do they like you, do they hate you, do they love you, can they trust you, will they believe you? And so when I'm writing or directing a video, for me, it's like, I start with trust. What can I do to get them to pay attention to me so they actually believe me? Because I've found that if someone believes you, they will buy from you. Think about it. The only reason why people aren't buying your stuff is because they don't believe you. If you really believed that we had the best entrepreneur services in the world that would make you an ROI, you would give me money, because that's the logical thing to do. So that's what I think about is trust, and bigger than that is entertainment. I'm obsessed with entertaining because we go on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube to be entertained. So if you're not entertaining, you're gonna lose the battle, and that's kind of our niche, so to speak, our strength.
How can people watching create videos that they could target to people who do not know them and somehow persuade them that this is someone whom I ought to pay attention to?
Two different types of ads that we usually create. One is the high production, what we're telling you about, and the storytelling, all those things are great. And innately, it's a gift and a curse, because there's a little bit of trust that's created, because it's like, how can you afford subconsciously X, Y, and Z in office space and all of these things if there wasn't at least something going right? But at the same time, more so, we're in this generation of people say, way too polished, way too produced, why are you trying too hard? So our most profitable ads are this right here. Hey, what's up? It's Billy Jean, and you're in the office right now. And if you're not using ads like this, the one you're watching right now, to get more customers, then what are you doing? Because you're probably leaving money on the table. Something like that.
Got it.
And continuing on.
So that's a separate kind of an ad.
That's a separate kind of an ad. This is the one that most people should be using, is the one that's on your cell phone. And the way to create trust with people quickly is to teach them something they don't know. Right? Even if we both took out our cell phones and you didn't know your cell phone had a flashlight, and I was like, hey dude, turn your phone on, press this, you would like me more.
Right.
You'd be like, damn it, I had a flashlight on my phone this whole time and I never knew. What the heck? And you would appreciate it. So just imagine that. If you can show up in someone's cell phone and then teach them something that they can immediately do to make more money, which is the thing that gives them freedom, how they provide for their children, you're going to like them. So my whole thing is, if I can teach you that 1, 2, 3 things, then you'll keep coming back for more, and then I'm going to sell you something.
So it's kind of the concept of a quick win, right? You're giving them something that they can do right away and see a benefit from it, right?
And in addition to that, for us, it's really demonstrative, right? Like, you know, most marketers, our greatest challenge is we're great at marketing for others, but when it comes to marketing for ourselves, we get stuck. And to me, that was the greatest opportunity, is if I can show you what I'm doing for my business and show you how I'm attracting you, how I'm bringing you, then you're gonna have confidence that I can do it for you also.
It's like, even with that focus, we still could probably use another 10 people. Wow. Because we're also teaching. It's like a war room here. Yeah, so this is the Billy Gina's marketing team. So all of the ads for the brand, etc., plus some student success.
You guys make this stuff happen around here.
Yeah.
You're the A-team.
Yeah, exactly.
I can tell that you are a true perfectionist. It takes one to know one. And do you have any other suggestions on how we can establish trust? Because this is a world where a lot of people don't trust a lot of people right now.
So I'll give a couple techniques that everyone can use right now. But one is how close you are to your camera.
Really?
And I say that because, like, Mitch, if you don't mind stepping back for a second, right? If you can pick that up and step back. And don't zoom, just keep right there. If you and I are talking, you may hear us, you can see the environment, etc., which is a part of the formula, but you have no idea what's happening in our eyes. And when you meet somebody, what do they say? You look them in the eyes and you know if they're a good person, You can tell if they're sad, you can tell if they're genuine. Now come close, Mitch. Come real close to us. Get in here. Now if I'm talking to you and I'm smiling, or I'm frowning and I'm upset, or you know something's off, you can feel that all in here. So one way to get people to really know you is to actually talk to them here. And most of the time, the reason why we're so far back is we're just afraid of what we look like. Right? Like, oh, farther back, I look cuter. You can't see these imperfections in my face, etc. But here's the deal. Imperfections wins trust. See, think about it. When you meet somebody and they're perfect, and they tell you, everything is so great in my life, and everything is going so well, and I'm da-da-da-da-da, my wife is happy, my husband's happy, I'm making money, the things are good, da-da-da. What do you say when you leave that place?
They seem to have a perfect life.
And they're lying. They're full of it. I don't believe them at all. You're just like, get out of here. No one believes it, right? Yeah. And so, as opposed to when you meet with someone, and then there's something they share with you that would almost seem vulnerable, those are the people you actually connect with. Yeah. Because you're like, oh, I can let my guard down because I'm not perfect either. You're not perfect, cool, and let's be friends. So
we should do that in our videos, is what you're saying.
Exactly. And even things like people say, well, Billy, like the last thing I'd want in my advertisements is this. I'm shaking. They don't want the shaky hand. Shaking hand videos convert almost better like every single time. I don't want to just say like every time, but they really do, because people just believe. They just like, hey, like it seems real. It feels like you're not trying to sell me something. The other aspect I would give people is pay attention to the props and the environment that you're in. So just like trust can be built just from looking.
Hide the remote.
Yeah, exactly. But trust can also be lost in a second too. So for example, if you're coming off and you want to seem like you're this professional authority figure in your space, but then they're seeing a video of you in your house and your house is dirty, right? And you got clothes everywhere and you got stuff everywhere and the whole deal. People are gonna be like, yo, this person can't even clean their house. Like, how are you gonna tell me what to do? And so be extremely aware of your environment. And then also too, bad audio really makes people not trust you. That's the realest thing. Like when you just have a mic and it's super far away and you can't hear, people tune out and they say cheap. Like I can't even hear what you're saying. And then another way to make your videos look great, even if it's on your cell phone, make sure you have decent lighting. Like so many people, you have a great camera. It's called your phone, but if you have bad lighting, that phone camera will look like phone camera quality.
You know, and for the record, if we can show, Billy brought in lighting just because, of course, Billy understands. He understands the value of lighting. And we've got this awesome backdrop behind us, making sure his brand is there. Billy, this is solid gold. Folks, this is just scratching the surface of the amazing insight inside of this man's mind. Tell us about that video that you did.
So if you're looking for a step-by-step A to Z of how to create your first video ad, then click this video right here. or here, or is it there? Is it here? It's somewhere. Yeah, it's around. Click it.